Good morning, everyone, and welcome into Mid-Morning. So it looks a little different in studio, but we have good reason. So Mr. Wesley Stewart and Autumn Mason are joining me, and they are gearing up for the Festival of the Fae. Guys, I feel like I've seen you recently. We talked about it, but this is a big thing that's happening in Columbus. So Mr. Wesley, first of all, talk to me about Festival of the Fae and really how it got started.
So I moved to Columbus last year and wanted to retire and live the quiet life and realized it was a little bit too quiet for me.
Okay.
And I'd have to do a lot of traveling to do things that I like Comic-Cons and Renaissance fairs. So I decided to make my own.
Okay. And you said that you've really found a community here that is also feeling the same way you are.
Oh, absolutely. As soon as I started putting the word out, everyone just flocked to it. We have so much love and support for what we're putting together, and we are growing faster than we expected. From our first event to on May 10th to now, we've just grown exponentially.
Okay, well, Miss Autumn, so you are over our vendor. So talk to us about what we can expect this weekend.
You can expect something a lot bigger than the first event.
Okay.
The growth he was just talking about, that's where I came in. He very quickly needed someone to help organize all of these vendors.
Okay, we love an organized team.
And it, like he said, grew exponentially. It more than doubled, not just in social media traction, but the number of vendors that have shown interest,
Really?
the entertainers, we have hardly had to even reach out. People have found us.
That is awesome.
So I'm there to organize all of that and make sure that it all fits into the event.
And then what type of vendors are we expecting? Obviously, there's going to be a multitude, but will we see vendors that are Renaissance, like themed?
You will, and you'll also see some that you're used to seeing at farmers market.
Okay.
You've got, local artisans, so you're going to see some familiar faces. You're also going to see some that you haven't because they're from out of town, out of state. So everything from permanent jewelry artists to cottage foods and anything in between. We've got multiple activities some vendors have put on, so good variety.
We've really tried to focus on the homemade and handmade crafts, the artisan vendors. Everything from blacksmiths to actual artwork and everything in between.
That is awesome. And look, we were talking about your nails off camera. So, guys, can we do a zoom in shot of Miss Autumn's nails? So, these are your Renaissance nails. And people, there's also a vendor we can go get them done at if we want to, correct? So, talk to me about that.
So this is one of our vendors' artwork here. She did a fabulous job. And she's not only going to have her press-on nails, she is going to do some permanent jewelry and definitely stop by and see her. We've got several that are going to do different like costume jewelry and things like that, but this is a unique one that should definitely stop by and see. It's going to be Mad Dog Customs.
Yes.
So.
And then Mr. Wesley, I've got to talk, about your costume. For the people watching this, where do we get a costume?
So you kind of stumble into them. You can buy one off the shelf and build from there, which is honestly what I did, not to give away all of my secrets. And then you find things in the oddest of places. Like this started out as a woodworking maul that I found at an antique shop that I have modified. And we've got people in costumes that they have handmade, fully crocheted suits of chainmail, which is some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen. I didn't know you could do that, and it's a lot lighter. But you can thrift it, you can make it, you can buy it, you can build it, and you can be anything that you want to. We don't worry about historical accuracy. We're looking for fun and imagination.
Awesome, guys. Well, stick around. We're talking more about the events and entertainment when we come back. All right, everyone, and welcome back into Mid-Morning. So Miss Laura Shows is joining us in studio, and we are talking about Festival of the Fae. So, guys, it is this weekend. It is a Renaissance-themed Harvest Festival, and everyone, guys, I've heard this is going to be a big one. So, Miss Laura, there are tons of events and activities going on. Just give us a spill of what we can be ready for.
Well, we have a variety of a lot of different entertainments and vendors and stuff. Like, you're going to see a bunch of arts and crafts mainly, a bunch of handmade stuff. And when it comes to entertainment, we have all different types of stuff to stay for all day, including our famous quest. Where when you go, you find the quest booth, which will be me. I'll be dressed this way for anyone who's looking for me. And when you purchase a quest, it's a sheet of paper. It's like a little envelope, all mysterious. You open the envelope, and you're gonna have a paper that has riddles. And you follow these riddles, and these riddles will lead you to different vendors and different booths and different entertainment. So it really helps you get around and look around.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people kind of like go through and just look around, but don't have a guide. This is like its own guide. It forces you to go and think with your mind and use like thinking skills. Like, oh, this riddle here has like a crow in it. Let me go find a booth with a crow in it.
Okay.
So you go and find that booth, and it'll have like a little clue. And when you figure out the whole clue, you'll have our next date on the bottom of it.
Interesting.
For the next Renaissance Fair we have. And when you complete it completely, you come back to my booth and you win a little prize.
Oh, that is so awesome. So how long did that take to get together?
So I've done them before.
Okay.
So it wasn't really non-familiar with me, but it took me about 3 days, I want to say, to fully put together. The hardest part and the longest part is getting the vendors who want to participate.
Gotcha.
And making sure they want to participate.
I think that's a great idea because I am one who's been to festivals before, and you kind of walk the main straight and then you don't venture off. So this is a great opportunity. And then let's talk about some of our other activities outside of the quest. So I've heard there's going to be axe throwing. And how do we participate in that? Can everyone participate in it?
So we've got 2 different axe throwing targets. We've got one that's child friendly and completely safe, and child and uncoordinated friendly.
Okay,
right.
So me. Okay, good to know.
And then we have actual axe throwing, and there'll be prizes associated with that as well.
Awesome.
And then with other entertainment and things to do, we've got belly dancers and sword dancers and fire dancers. We've got medieval.
Where do you find all these people?
A lot of time they find you, or you know someone who knows someone, or you take something that exists and you modify it to make it match the theme. Like we've got a local troupe, or not local, regional troupe of wrestlers who have decided to make medieval versions of all the characters they normally do and come and put on wrestling matches throughout the day. So yes, there's going to be entertainment and things to do from noon to 9 p.m.
So Mr. Russell, what do you think that says about all the people, like you said, a lot of them are coming from out of state, from around the region, who are coming to decide to be a part of something like this?
What it says is people have been thirsty for new things to do.
Okay.
The amount of families who want to do something, the amount of vendors who want to bust off the beaten path, people like a change up, and really everyone loves to dress up.
Okay.
All right, so chance to dress up, play make-believe, everyone's going to jump at an opportunity like that.
And Ms. Laura, I want to say, there is stuff for the kids to do as well, correct?
There is a lot. I want to say pretty much everything there is for kids.
Oh, kid friendly. That is awesome to know. So you can come as a family. You can bring the kids out. I really feel like this would be like your imagination coming to life.
We definitely recommend it. A lot of vendors are even offering like little tokens for kids as well. So we do want to encourage to bring the family and bring the kids and bring everyone.
Well, that is so awesome, guys. And again, you can see all the details right there on your screen. This weekend from 12 to 9. It's going to be jam-packed with activities. Make sure you follow the quest. So go see Miss Laura at her booth. Get your quest sheet. You can go around the festival and meet different vendors and all the stuff. Guys, thanks so much for joining me in studio. We'll be right back.